In wrestling, just like in any sport, there always must be winners and losers. And thankfully, we're not doing as many draws and no contests as before. But when it comes to taking the fall, some wrestlers are bigger losers than others. That's right, I'm calling these wrestlers big bloody losers. But I absolutely wouldn't be saying that to their faces. Here are the top 20 biggest WWE losers for 2024. So on this list, we are taking into account all WWE bannered shows, including house shows, broadcasted shows, and PLEs, as listed on their cage match records. Number 20, Ivy Nile, 30 losses. Ivy Nile pips out Chelsea Green and Carmelo Hayes by virtue of a worse losing percentage. While Ivy Nile has had a lot of matches on Raw and a decent amount of wins, she has also seen the lights regularly in house shows and on main event against the likes of Nia Jax, Dakota Kai, and the Unholy Union. Number 19, Uriah Connors, 31 losses. The youngest son of former WWE wrestler and now trainer Fit Finlay, Uriah Connors did have one match on NXT earlier in the year, a squash against Shawn Spears, but he has mostly been plying his trade on the NXT house show circuit and Level Up, where he did actually get a tag team win in November. Number 18, Miles Bourne, 33 losses. Miles Bourne is definitely someone to watch for in the future, with him even drawing comparisons to Randy Orton. Hopefully without those long boring rest holds that he used to do regularly. But last year, Miles had a breakthrough year with a no-quarter catch crew in 2024. A lot of his losses have come in multi-man matches with his new tag team partner Tavion Heights. Number 17, Nia Jax, 34 losses. Extraordinarily, Nia Jax is one of two wrestlers who make both this list and the biggest winners list. More on the other one shortly. Nia Jax has probably had the best year of her career and well deserved her WWE Women's title, but having wrestled in 70 matches last year, she was bound to lose some, mostly in the first half of the year or in multi-woman matches. Number 16, Grayson Waller, 34 losses. Grayson Waller made the leap to the main roster seamlessly in 2023 and has been in a tag team with Austin Theory, which included winning the Smackdown tag titles, later renamed the WWE Tag Team title belts. Most of his losses have come since this tag team lost those titles, with plenty of tag matches, triple threats, and four-way matches on the house show loop. Number 15, Ren Sinclair, 34 losses. Ren Sinclair has started to become a fan favourite in the NXT sheds, and even on the roads at PLEs, with her performance in the Iron Survivor match at Deadline getting a great reception from the crowd. A technically gifted wrestler, Ren Sinclair plays the role of the plucky underdog who just can't quite get over the line very well. Number 14, Jey Uso, 35 losses. And here is the other wrestler on our list who is also in the biggest winners list. None other than the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso. Jey yeeted himself to a bit of a stinker at WrestleMania, but at least he won. And an incredible performance to win the Intercontinental title against Bron Breakker. A large number of Jey's losses came early in the year in the house show loop, along with the last month or so when he's been teaming back with Jimmy. Number 13, Austin Theory, 38 losses. Grayson Waller's less charismatic mate, Austin Theory, has taken a similar number of losses, though he also adds in the bumping heel performances a little more than the Aussie. While the tag title was a major highlight for the year, he looked up at the lights on many occasions, mostly in tag matches. Number 12, Chad Gable, 38 losses. Master Gable looked like he was going to have a breakout year as the underdog for the Intercontinental title, but that spot eventually landed with Sami Zayn. After turning on his one-time friend in Sami's hometown of Montreal, while he was hugging his wife no less, Chad Gable has not been booked as a dominant heel. Here's hoping 2025 is the year he tells the Dallas to shoosh and says a thank you to the booking team for a title reign. Number 11, Akira Tozawa, 38 losses. No surprises unfortunately for seeing the wonderfully athletic Akira Tozawa on this list, as he often is the one taking the fall for the Alpha Academy or putting over bigger men on the house shows and on main event. Akira Tozawa took a majority of his losses in house shows against the giant Omos in what I can only presume were massive squash matches. Number 10, Shayna Baszler, 39 losses. Shayna Baszler is just about the toughest woman on this list. Despite being in her mid-40s, Baszler doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon, and she wrestled in 61 WWE matches last year, which contributed to her high number of losses. Rhea Ripley handed out a lot of those defeats to Shayna on the house show circuit earlier in the year. Number 9, Tiffany Stratton, 40 losses. Wrestling is weird. Tiffany Stratton had a fantastic year, with her first full year on the main roster going on to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. But with that briefcase often comes a lot of losses. Tiffany wrestled 57 matches last year and lost more than 2/3 of them, with Bayley and Naomi defeating her on many occasions. Number 8, Io Sky, 43 losses. In a similar vein to Tiffany Stratton, Io Sky had a wonderful year last year, with her performances always being top quality. Her WrestleMania epic against Bayley being a clear highlight. Yet, with her being a heel for the majority of the year, it seems she was the one taking a lot of losses to the triumphant babyfaces. Number 7, Solo Sikoa, 43 losses. It should probably come as no surprise that Solo Sikoa is high up on this list, as he had quite a high profile losing streak going into WrestleMania, and in the back half of the year has lost a lot of matches on the house show loop in multi-man events involving the Bloodline. Number 6, Kairi Sane, 46 losses. If Io Sky was going to be on this list, then it's quite obvious that her tag team partner Kairi Sane would be on here too. Kairi Sane won just one singles match last year, that being in the WWE Speed Tournament in September, and most of her losses came through her work in tag matches. Number 5, Ludwig Kaiser, 47 losses. The German wrestler who has been reported to be getting a big push in 2025 is European elegance himself, Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser has been featured a lot more on Raw, especially after kicking out former partner Giovanni Vinci from Imperium, but regularly comes up short on most shows he is on, whether they be on Raw, dark matches, or even on the house show loop. But isn't it just lovely that he gets to join his fiancée Tiffany Stratton on this list? Number 4, Finn Balor, 50 losses. It's been reported that Finn Balor is going to be getting a big push in 2025 as well, but in kayfabe it would need to be a major turnaround from his 2024. Despite being the World Tag Team Champs for most of the second half of the year, Finn Balor still took the L in 50 matches out of his 67 for the entire year. Sometimes it doesn't work out when you're just that good at being the stooging heel. Number 3, JD McDonough, 51 losses. Speaking of stooging heels, Finn's teammate and protege JD McDonough has been on the losing end in one more match than Finn Balor. JD's ability to bump around the ring and sell for the higher profile stars makes him a very valuable asset to have on the main roster, as he regularly gets thrown around by the big baby faces at every event. Number 2, Shinsuke Nakamura, 52 losses. One of the most extraordinary stats to come from 2024 is that the winner of the US title in November had only won 3 out of 55 matches for the entire year prior to that win. See, I told you wrestling was weird. Shinsuke regularly lost to Cody Rhodes and LA Knight throughout the year on the live and house show circuits before coming back and destroying the megastar. Number 1, Dominik Mysterio, 56 losses. Probably the least surprising wrestler on this list is Dominik Mysterio. And finally he's found something he is the best at, losing. The baby boy of Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio regularly looks up at the lights to bigger baby faces on just about every show he wrestles on, which is a lot by the way, and his ability to sell and bump around the ring have grown exponentially in the last couple of years. So that's the list. Let us know in the comments below who shocked you the most, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the biggest winners in WWE for 2024. Click the video on the screen now to see another wonderful video from the Aussie Wrestling Cousins, and most importantly, you have yourself a wonderful day.